Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out. The Holy Land Prime Minister tells Gaza City residents to leave now. At the same time, Hamas responds to US leader ultimatum. All right, we're going to see what's going on here, guys, but we do have some more breaking news. The Russian Doomsday radio activated. It says here that the Russia UVB 76 Doomsday radio makes second cryptic broadcast today. Now the code words are NZHTI and hotel, spelled out for unknown listeners. Who knows what orders just went out? That name hotel. Something's about to go down pretty soon. Now, guys, this is not the first time this Doomsday Radio, or they call it the Apocalypse Radio. This ain't the first time. It seems like in 2025, whenever a U.S. president calls a Russian president, this Doomsday Radio activates. I don't know why. And these codes, these code words, remain anonymous. I mean, nobody know what they mean. It's basically sending some code words to military. So the name hotel. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on with all these news here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Prayer request, guys. I'm not feeling good. Not feeling good. Whatever I have, it seems like it's not a cold. So again, I have this really bad headache, and my throat is really itchy. When I cough, it just hurts. It burns, and my nose is stuffy. My eyes are puffy. My body aches, and I was warming up really bad. So prayer request, if you can. Now, guys, I'm a type of person that I cannot lay down in bed. You know, everybody's like, lay down, take it easy. If I lay down, it gets worse. But when I move around, it just, I feel better, But I might get a cup of soup or something, like a chicken noodle soup. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you again for your prayers, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let me play this really quick.
Николай, Женя, Татьяна, Иван. Николай, Женя, Татьяна, Иван. 38 965. Ольга, Татьяна, Елена, Леонид, мягкий знак. 78 58 88 37. Николай, Женя, Татьяна, Иван. Николай, Женя, Татьяна, Иван. 38 965. Ольга, Татьяна, Елена, Леонид, мягкий знак. 78 58 88 37. Прием.
Okay, so once again, this was sent out today twice. All right, and it's not the first time. We've seen multiple of these Doomsday Radio. But the code words, hotel, what are your thoughts? Who knows what orders just went out? All right, so we're going to go with the next news. Let's see what's going on with Benjamin is telling Gaza City residents, leave. Got to go. Now, things went down earlier today, and I did post a video. Something went down in Jerusalem, and boy, oh boy, it was not good. And the link will be in the comments box if you guys want to check it out. Okay, so it says here, the Holy Land Prime Minister told residents of the Strip on Monday to evacuate as the military ramped up its deadly assault on the Palace territory largest urban center. Now, the Holy Land has been intensifying its bombardment of the city in preparation for an operation to conquer it, despite repeated entreaties from Western nations and aid agency to stop. Now, the Holy Land, they want to take over everything. I mean, they just want to take it over. Now, it says here you have the Strip Civil Defense Agency, meanwhile, said at least 39 have been out by Holy Land, including 25 in the Gaza city on Monday. The premier's warning came hours after one of the deadliest strikes on civilians in Jerusalem since the start of the biblical war, in which the two pilots GUN men opened fire on a bus, taking at least 6, according to Foreign Minister. I'm gonna skip his name. Now, I did post the video. The link will be in the comments box. It's urgent emergency because that's what it is. There was an urgent emergency. The Holy Land prime ministers and others, including the Holy Land military. Now, it says here the two individuals were taken out by a security officer and an armed civilian, police said. Following the strike, Benjamin said, "Let it be clear, these lawlessness strengthen our determination to fight the lawlessness." The Holy Land Defense Minister, Holy Land Katz, has told Hamas earlier on Monday to lay down its equipment or face annihilation. This is a final warning to the group lawlessness in Gaza and in luxury hotels abroad. Release the innocent and put down your equipment, or the strip will be destroyed and you will be annihilated. That's the second time I see the name hotel. Keep your eyes on the name hotel. Again, for some reason, seems like a hotel could be something in the future. You guys know Donald, he has a lot of hotels, a lot of it. I'm not saying the bear is going to hit one of his stuff to send him a message if they get slapped by sanctions. It says here, on Monday, the Holy Land forces targeted a fourth high-rise building in the Strip in as many days, with AFP footage showing the, I'm going to skip that name, crashing to the ground moments after being struck. It says here, all we hear are bombings and ambulances carrying the, you know what, my condolences and prayers to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. It says here you have this person, 40 years old, said she used to visit a gym in the tower twice a week, but now nothing is left. The Holy Land destroys everything, even the memories. If they could, they would strip the very oxygen from the air. Man. Now, the Holy Land said that the bad groups, Hamas, had used the tower for intelligence gathering and planted devices in it. Now, it had earlier warned residents and those nearby to evacuate. In 2 days, we brought down 50 towers. And this is the opening stage of the intensified ground maneuvers in the Strip. I say to the residents, you have been warned. You have been warned. Leave now. Benjamin said in a video statement. Now, all of this is just a prelude, just the opening to the main intensified operation, the ground maneuver of our forces who are now organizing and assembling to enter the Strip. Now, back in the city, bereaved father Isa carried the, I'm going to skip that name, of his young one. Man, that's very sad. This is what comes out from these biblical wars. We were sleeping in a tent with my 3 young ones and my wife. He told AFP, adding that 5 of his neighbors out and several seriously injured, including his wife and mother. The Holy Land has faced mounting international pressure to halt its campaign in the Strip, with the UN rights chief Volker says Monday he was horrified by the open use of the, I'm gonna skip that name, rhetoric by senior Holy Land officials. So ready to negotiate. There's gotta be some kind of negotiation. The US commander said that the Holy Land citizens have accepted my terms. It is time for these group to accept as well. I have warned these group about the consequences of not accepting. This is my last warning. That's not good. This is my last warning. That's not good. The group, Hamas, said shortly after that it was ready to immediately sit at the negotiating table following what is described as some ideas from the American side aimed at reaching a ceasefire agreement. Now it says here, Hamas said it wanted a clear declaration of the end of the biblical war, a full withdrawal of the Holy Land forces from the Strip, and the formation of a committee of independent Palestinians to manage the Strip, which would begin its duties immediately. Now, the U.S. news outlet Axios reported that the White House envoy Steve Witkoff sent a new proposal for the Strip hostage and ceasefire deal to Hamas last week. Hopefully, they agree on ending all this. I mean, send the innocent back home. It says here the White House has not released any details about the potential, but the U.S. commander said you'll be hearing about it pretty soon. Hamas agreed last month to a ceasefire proposal that involved a 60-day truce and staggered the innocent releases. The Holy Land, however, has demanded that militant group release all the innocents at once, disarm and relinquish control of the Strip, among other conditions. The Holy Land military says 47 remain in the Strip, including 25 believed to be gone. Now, these group on October 7, Holy Land resulted in okay, so I'm just gonna skip the rest of this. All right, so we're gonna go with the next one. So Benjamin is telling them, you got to leave now. You got to leave now. All right, we're gonna go with this news. Hamas respond to Donald ultimatum. Okay, let's see what's going on with this one. This is a very important news here. There was a video too that was released. There was a video. Give me a second here. Let me just make this a little small so you guys have a better view. There we go. So you have the pro-Palestine militant group. Hamas said it was ready to enter negotiation with the U.S. over the release of the innocents after the U.S. commander issued a new ultimatum. This is my last warning. There will not be another one, the U.S. commander said. Now, these groups, however, said any talks will not be unconditional, underscoring the entrenchment on both sides. Now it says here, so why it matters? Well, the U.S. commander is pressing on these groups to end the war by releasing all the innocents taken during the strike on October. The Holy Land has expanded its military presence and intensified airstrike deeper into the Strip, saying it is the group stronghold. Now, Hamas insists on the full withdrawal of the Holy Land troops from the area and refuses to disarm. It continues to clash with Holy Land forces on the ground, even as the group capabilities appear to be waning and Holy Land casual, continue to rise. Globally, frustration is mounting over the conflict, with Palestinian civilian passing numbering in the tens of thousands, and famine risk growing amid the ongoing hostility. That's another issue too. You got famine rising. In a statement on Monday, Hamas said it had received the Sleeping Giant cease plan proposal through mediators, but said any deal must include a public commitment by Holy Land to uphold the terms and to avoid repeating past breaches. Then again, that's not going to happen. You guys know the Holy Land, they don't listen. So, I mean, again, the Holy Land is going to continue to strike. Again, guys, I stand with the Holy Land. I do. I stand with the Holy Land. I stand with the Holy Land. I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. But those in the spotlight of the Holy Land, yeah, they need Christ. These group holds nearly 50 Holy Land innocents. So we're going to skip some of this stuff here, guys. The U.S. commander said the Holy Land had accepted his proposal for a comprehensive deal, but that the group had not. So Hamas says it accepted a separate cease plan from the Arab mediators on August the 18th, to which the Holy Land has yet to respond. Now the Sleeping Giant is proposing that Hamas release all remaining of the innocents on the first day of a cease plan, in exchange for Holy Land freezing its assault on the Strip. Now, the proposal Hamas has accepted stipulates a temporary 60-day cease plan during which the Holy Land Army would relocate to allow the entry of humanitarian aid, while half of the 50 Holy Land captive will be exchanged for palace prisoners within the same time frame, the news reported. It says here, the Holy Land Prime Minister stated goal is to end these group rule over the Strip. Since these groups took control of the territory in 2007, the frequency and intensity of the rocket strike on Holy Land have escalated, with major clashes previously occurring in 2008, 9, 12, 14, and 21. The October 7, nearly 2 years ago, were the most significant to date, with hundreds of militants crossing the border amid a barrage of nearly 5,000 projectiles. The strike has taken nearly 1,200 Holy Land citizens and abducted 251, according to the Holy Land figures. Now, these group has said it wants to see the formation of a commitment of independent Palestine, to run the Strip, an Arab suggestion put forward by Egypt. Now it says here, you have Egypt acting as the Sleeping Giant co-mediator, along with Qatar, has expressed concern over the large numbers of pallets crossing the border from the Strip into the Sinai Peninsula, which it says undermines its national security interest. The health ministry of the group controlled the Strip, Gov, said on Sunday that 64,000, that's a big number, 445, have been taken out, and more than 162,776 are impacted since the outbreak of the biblical war with Holy Land in fall of 2023. Its data did not distinguish between civilians and combatants. Wow. Donald is worried about Ukraine's 7,000 soldiers a week. But Donald, what about the Strip? I mean, innocents are being taken out, and there is famine. These groups said in a statement, Telegram on Monday, the group welcomes any step that supports the effort to stop the aggression on our people and confirm readiness to immediately sit at the negotiating table to discuss the release of all prisoners in exchange for a clear declaration of ending the biblical war, a complete withdrawal from the Strip, and the formation of a committee of independent Palestinians to run the Strip, and to start its work immediately. The U.S. commander said on Truth Social on Sunday, "Everyone wants the innocent home. Everyone wants this war to end. The Holy Land citizens have accepted my terms. It is time for Hamas to accept as well. I have warned the group about the consequences of not accepting. This is my last warning. There will be, there will not be another one." This is the final one here. Holy Land Defense Minister wrote on X on Monday, "Today, a powerful hurricane will strike the skies of the Strip." Hold on. Stop. Today, a powerful hurricane will strike the sky of the Strip, and the roof of the tower will. This is a final warning to the lawlessness. Those group and luxury hotels, they go to name hotel again. Abroad, release the innocent and lay down your equipment, or the Strip will be destroyed and you will be annihilated. Man, okay, those words are very, very concerning right there. So what happens next? Well, the Holy Land will continue expanding its strike, Katz said, while detail of what the U.S. commander could do next are yet to be revealed. Alright, so we are seeing it, living it, and witnessing it. Guys, this right here says it all. Something big is going to hit the fan. So that's why they're urging everyone to leave Dodge. Leave Dodge. I mean, things went down today in the Holy Land. But I do believe a big surprise is coming. So the Holy Land Prime Minister is urging everyone in the Strip to get out the way. You need to get out. Something big is coming. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time later. Peace.